Okay, hello ESL 42 class. I've tried to put this up here in large enough type that you can actually see the answers in the key for your review tests for the vocabulary. Obviously, we'll have our vocabulary test for Unit 3 words coming up next Thursday after the break. So you'll have time to ask questions ahead of time. If any of these cause a problem for you, make sure you annotate that, put a question mark in your book or something so that you can ask me about it before the test next Thursday. Okay, so let's review the answers here. Number one, you're looking for niche. That's her career niche, place where she belongs. I'm sorry, I should have announced this. This is page 89, of course, the first of the Unit 3 tests that I'm asking you to do. Also, by the way, I'm assuming you've already done these and now you're checking your answers, so please, for your own sake, just so you're ready for the test, don't just write down the answers. Try to do it first and then look at this. I guess that's obvious. All right, so let's continue. So the first one here on page 89 is niche. Number 2, you should have put elation. Number 3 is proponents. That's proponents are supporters. Number 4 is diligent. Number 5, impasse. Number 6, prone. Number 7, abstain. Number 8, deficit. Number 9, empathy. And 10, complacent. Okay, so that's the first test. All right, now here on the next page is sentence completion. It's kind of hard to get this to fit here. All right, so the correct answer to number 11 is B. When you aspire to be an Olympic swimmer, you must be ready to practice continually. 12 is C. And of course, I'm looking here at page 90 now. All right, so 12 on page 90. A child with relentless questions is probably C, curious. 13. A person endowed with an honest nature, D, possesses an honest nature. Okay, that's kind of a funny one. It possesses an honest nature. That's easy enough. All right, 14. Ominous music in a movie score generally means that B, something scary or evil is about to happen. That's how they do in movies. 15. The boss's perception of Corey was B, that Corey was a hard worker. Perception is the way we see or sense something. All right, 16. Joel seems to believe that his friends exist in order to serve him. Conversely, Julie A believes she exists to serve her friends. Obviously, opposites. All right, D, 17. Napoleon Bonaparte was so averse to cats that he, D, left the room in disgust if one entered. 18. Elaine works hard at her job as a lawyer. For diversion, she, B, gardens and plays field hockey. 19. Knowing that her auto accident had been a traumatic experience, Beverly's friends, B, were hesitant to make her talk about the horrible event. And finally, 20. A frequent dream of mine always mortifies me. In it, A, I'm in public and suddenly realize I'm naked. I think all of us have that dream once in a while. Okay, next page. Continuing now, this is, of course, page 91. Number 1 is poignant. Number 2 is rapport. 3, commemorate. 4, extrovert. 5, rationale. 6, lucrative. 7, quest. 8, reprisal. 9, contend. 10, divulge. 11, consensus. 12, prevalent. And 13, flippant. Of insulting. Okay, now on page 92 of the vocabulary book, they're asking if the words are used incorrectly, I, or correctly. So 14 and 15 are both incorrect. 16, C, correct. 17, I, incorrect. 18, C, correct. 19, I, incorrect. 20, C, correct. 21, I, incorrect. 22, C, correct. 23, I, incorrect. 24, C, correct. And 25, incorrect. Next, they're asking for synonyms of the words. And so synonyms, of course, words that mean the same. So traumatic is D, emotionally painful. This is, 93, page 93. Number 2, page 93, charisma means C, charm. 3, transcend is B, exceed, or literally go above. 4, aspire is D, you desire or want something, that's a goal. 5, prone is A, tending, could happen. All right, 6, quest is D, a search. 7, lucrative is B, profitable. 8, diligent is B, hardworking. 9, rapport is A relationship or an understanding. 10, impasse is C, a dead end, no way to go farther. 11, abstain is C, do without. 12, divulge is A, to tell. Usually it's divulge a secret, something that would not normally be told. 11, niche is D, a suitable place. Empathy is A, understanding. 15, ominous is C, threatening. 16, endow is to provide or to have, literally, is to endow. 17, prompt is D, to move into action. 18, rationale is A, reasons. Nullify is A, cancel. 20, perception is B, impression. All right. 21, a diversion is A, an amusement, something we do as a hobby or for fun. 22, poignant is C, touching, something that affects us emotionally. 23, relentless is C, constant. Reprisal, 24, is D, revenge, reprisal when we pay someone back for something. And finally, 25, menial is A, lowly or unimportant work, is menial work. Okay. Next is page 94, and now we're talking about the antonym questions. And of course, I hope you've done this already. So the opposite of elation is B, and that would be sadness. 27, the opposite of deficit is A, excess. The opposite of contemporary is B, antique. Antique means old style or old. All right, 29, deplete. The opposite of deplete, of course, is increase. 30, the opposite of agnostic would be C, a believer in God. 31, benevolent is A. The opposite is cruel. A benevolent person is good. A cruel person would be bad, of course. 32, extrovert. The opposite of extrovert is a shy person or introvert. 33, averse. The opposite of averse is tending towards. Okay, averse means you don't like it. Tending toward, B means you do like it. The opposite. 34, dissent. The opposite of that is agreement. Dissent is arguing, and obviously agreement is when you get along. 35, consensus means the opposite is D, a minority opinion. Minority means less than half. All right. 26, detract is C, add to. Detract means take away, so add to is opposite. 37, expulsion is B, welcoming. Expulsion means to throw someone out. Welcoming means to bring them in, of course. Opposite. The opposite of 38, congenial, is D, disagreeable. The opposite of 39, prevalent, is C, uncommon. The opposite of waive, 40, is A, claim. If you waive it, you give it away. If you claim it, you take it. That's the opposite. The opposite of mandatory is A, unnecessary. Mandatory, you have to do it. Obviously, if it's unnecessary, you don't. 42, complacent. The opposite is B, self-doubting. Okay, so when you're complacent, oh, I'm doing everything right. But self-doubting would be the opposite, thinking, oh, maybe I have to work harder. Okay, so opposite of complacent. 43, the opposite of a proponent is C, an opponent. Proponents are for something, pro. Opponents are against something, con. It's usually called the con. Okay, 44, conversely, the opposite is D, in the same way. Conversely means opposite, so in the same way is the opposite. Okay, the opposite of flippant is D, respectful, because flippant means disrespectful. The opposite of affiliate is B, quit. So when you affiliate, you join, and obviously the opposite would be quitting. Okay, 47, it's contend. The correct answer is C, to deny. If you contend something, you say it's true, and of course if you deny it, you say it's false, the opposite. The opposite of disdain is D, admiration. We admire something, we respect it. Disdain means we don't respect it. Mortify is the opposite, is A, make proud. If we mortify, we're very embarrassed or ashamed of something. Of course, if you make proud, that's the opposite. And last, 50, commemorate. The opposite of commemorate is B, dishonor. So you remember commemorate means to both honor and remember, and of course to dishonor would be the opposite. And now the analogies. Again, I won't put these on the test, but if it's helpful to you, and I think it is, just kind of for fun you should do these, I believe. So let me run over the answers. Number 1, C is in cat. 2, A. 3, B, and of course I'm looking at page 95 now. Okay, so 3, the correct answer is B. 4 is B, as in boy. 5, C as in cat. 6, D as in dog, in case you can't see these on the video very well. 7, A. 8, B. 9, also B as in boy. And finally 10, D as in dog. And the last page of our vocabulary test, our test here for this Unit 3, 11 at the top of page 96 is B as in boy, and 12 also B as in boy. 13, D as in dog. 14, A as in apple. 15, B as in boy. 16, D as in dog. 17, B as in boy. 18, A as in apple. 19, D as in dog. And finally, the last one, 20, C as in cat. So that takes care of a review of our unit tests here to prepare you for our Unit 3 test, which I will give after the break on Thursday. I did ask you to go ahead and go back and finish those Townsend Press vocabulary chapters that we didn't do. I think it was 11 and 12. Some of you mentioned that to me in email that I had forgotten to assign those. So I went ahead and assigned them now. Please go ahead and finish those in preparation for our Unit 3 chapter test. So that's only these chapters in Unit 3 that we'll be testing on, of course. So, all right, I hope that that helped you identify the correct answers. As always, mark questions. If the video went by too quickly for some reason, rewind, go back and pause it in between things so you have time to think. I'm trying to keep the videos shorter. Okay, I hope that that's good for you, and I will post this on YouTube as soon as possible, and that will be available for you to check your answers. Okay, thank you, and good luck on our vocabulary test next Thursday.